Good day, everyone. Welcome back to this course. Today on module 3, we'll be looking at data analysis and data management. And in this module, we'll be looking at the purpose of data management and analysis. We'll be looking at sorting and filtering data sets. We'll be looking at using sum and average for summaries. We'll be looking at using counting for additional counting. We'll be looking at VLOOK to retrieve matching data. This is looking at step-by-step data management flow. Let's get down straight to it. Okay. Now, by way of this module, we'll be looking at what data management is in itself. Data management ensures that data is organized and easy to understand. It reduces errors in calculations and reporting. It supports accurate decision-making. It is essential for school and workplace tasks. Now, let's look at what analysis is. When you hear analysis, it simply refers to conditioning data for meaningful decision making. That's what analysis is used for. So running data, arranging data to be useful, we use for meaningful decision making. Now, let's move down to what data sorting is. Data sorting arranges data in a specific way. It can either be alphabetical, numerical, or by date. It supports ranking and comparison and organization, and can sort one or multiple columns, right? So in the last module, I already talked about sum. So in this module, we'll be going a deep further, right? We're dealing with average. So let me quickly impute what I'll be using. Let's say 1, 2, let's say 7, let's say 9, let's say 12. Okay, let's say 15, right? So now let's use an average here. So like I told you before, all formula starts with equal to. So equal to, so it's your equal to. Okay, then average. Average this plus this, average this. Okay, equal to average, click average, good. Then this, click this, hold more than one cell. Hit this and this and this, this and this. Okay, another one. Okay, good. So as you can see for yourself, it just puts the column. The column is used to shorten what you're going to write. This means from year to year. That is this column. That's what it means. So once you are done, cover your brackets. Okay, cover your brackets and equal to. You can see it gave the average of this cell and this cell and this cell and this cell, this cell and this cell. It's very easy to use. So average, like I told you before, means adding all your cells and dividing by the number. So you added this cell, this cell, this cell, this one, and the last one, and divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's for average. This is for total and all of that. Now, let's look at the count if function. Let's look at the count if very quickly. So let's say I want to change this function now to a count if. So let's do that. Count if, this is it. The counting function count cells that meet a specific condition. Now let's say this was the result I was preparing. And you know, in result preparation, A is from 70 and above, B is from 60 and above, C is from 50 and above, D is from 45 and above. So let's say I have, let me do it practically first. Let me do practically. Let me say this is 40 is E, this is 45, this is 50, this is 62, this is 72. Okay, then this is 80, for example. Now, count if count says I meet a specific condition, like I said. Now, let's say I say equal to, then count if. Okay, this is it. Count if um this, hold your shift. Then you can put in your values. A is equals to this, B is equals to this, if C is equals to this. So I can say A, which is this first column, can be, hold your shift, then tab A, this, then hold your shift, then this, and this. You can see it is showing error, right? Now use count ifs. Use, because it is one, that's why it was not showing. So use count ifs. So you're going to have, use criteria and range. Criteria, range, criteria, range. You can see that, right? Criteria 40, range this. Criteria 40, range this. Let me show you what I'm talking about. The criteria for it is what? E, for E is 40 to, let me show you, 40 to 0 to 39, right? Then, okay, use underscore. Then, criteria for F, okay, let's say D. Criteria for D is 40 to 44. To 44. Then the criteria for C underscore is 45 to 49. To 49. The criteria for B, okay, criteria for B, let's say it is 50 to 59. And the criteria for A is 60 and above. Let's say to 100. To 100. Brackets. Okay. 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 So we'll have to just count it again. We'll have to do that again. Well, before that, let's look at using tables in Excel. You can see these are cells, not tables. You can practically add the table to Excel by going to Insert tab. You can use your tables. Okay. You can see where does your table start from? Where is it taken from? You can use that, for example. See that this is a table. They has created a table for you. So let me create this table from scratch. For example, okay, can start to expand the table. Can see that. Can start to expand the table. So that's creating the table in Excel. Right? Don't forget Ctrl Z is to go back. Then, how do you check results when presenting data? Now, there's a practical section we'll be looking at. how to present this data and all of that. So basically in this module, we learned purpose of data, management and data analysis, sorting and filtering data sets, choosing sum and average. Then we didn't really touch the count if or the VLOOK. We're doing that in our subsequent models. I'll see you for the module 4.